The world of construction is a really interesting place because it has evolved in such a way that it grows and expands with every new technology that's created. What was impossible a few decades ago is now very easy to go and do with what we have now. And you would be amazed at the creations that are coming out, being implemented, and creating new possibilities in our world. From new forms of material to new ways of building things and beyond. There's a lot to appreciate. So given that, allow us to show you 10 construction inventions that will blow your mind. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 10. Solar Panel Expressway. One of the biggest things detractors of electric cars have noted over the last several years is that electric cars have a time limit on how long they can go on just battery power. And if a charging station isn't nearby, they're going to run out of power, not unlike a regular car runs out of gas. Solar-powered cars are the way to get around this, but even they have limitations, mainly in regards to the sun and the conditions of the area you're in. However, in China, a revolutionary new idea came out and has already been installed into their highways. Yes, they've made roads that are literally solar panels. How does that work though? They're designed in a way to let electric cars drive over them and get charged up as a result. So by driving on these highways enough, you'll get a renewed charge and thus can last a longer amount of time. While it is limited to China, one must wonder what it'll be like once they're spread out across the road. If this can be applied to electric cars as well as solar ones, this in turn could open new possibilities. Number 8. Permeable pavers. On the road, one of the worst things you can face is the road itself being filled with water to the point of puddles. Puddles can cause hydroplaning, which results in car crashes, and no one wants to deal with those. This is where permeable pavers comes in. These may just look like your basic road pavers, but they're ones that actually let the water into them versus just resisting them. Because of this, roads won't get puddles and thus won't lead drivers to worry about driving too fast in the rain. Each paver can hold up to 11 liters of water on its own. So balance that over a wide road and you got a surface that'll ensure that you don't get wiped out in a storm. Or at the very least, not wiped out by water. Number 8. Self-healing concrete. Concrete is one of the backbones of infrastructure across the whole world. The problem is that it eventually cracks and needs to be restored. Self-healing concrete would add years to a building's life and be an enormous help time-wise and financially. The science starts when water enters a crack. This reactivates the bacteria that was mixed in during the mixing process. When the bacteria is activated, it excretes calcite, which then heals the crack. If this was to be implemented in the world at large, then this could mean that a lot of time and energy in trying to fix various structures would be done in a fraction of the time. This would also ensure a more endurant kind of road and building, which would save people of all kinds a lot of frustration. In short, we'll be getting a stronger backbone. Number 7. Transparent aluminum. Transparent aluminum is a bulletproof new state of matter that's almost as strong as steel. Despite its Herculean strength, it looks like glass, which is 4 times weaker and shatters easily. Transparent aluminum is a new material and a see-through metal that is just breaking through the construction industry and adds a futuristic feel to buildings. And it could change how we build certain buildings on a large scale. This new material is such advanced construction that it's created through the use of laser technology. But why use this at all when steel is stronger? Simple. Steel can be harder to make, and its raw materials can be harder to get. This new process could help us need steel less, which would be a boom for many countries, as well as offer new building opportunities. Number 6. Aerogel insulation. Sometimes known as frozen smoke, aerogel is semi-transparent and is produced by removing the liquid from a gel, leaving behind the silica structure, which is 90% air. Despite being almost weightless, aerogel holds its shape and can be used to create thin sheets of aerogel fabric. Aerogel fabric is beginning to be used within the construction industry due to its incredible insulation properties. Aerogel insulation makes it extremely difficult for heat or cold to pass through, and has up to 4 times the power of fiberglass or foam insulation. With this new insulation, rooms will be able to stay warmer or colder based on their needs, and be able to do it in more efficient fashions. Number 5. Robotic swarm construction. Developed by researchers at Harvard, robotic swarm construction was designed based on how termites work. Termites work together like a swarm, and construction robotics are programmed to work together in this manner. 4-wheeled robots are programmed in each instance to build a certain design and come with sensors to detect the presence of other robots so that they can work together. This idea has been featured on a variety of TV shows and movies over the years, including Star Trek, Eureka, and more. Should this be fully developed on a scale that could include buildings, the construction industry could be revolutionized from literally the ground up. speeding up construction, ensuring more precision work, and allowing for more dangerous tasks to be handled by robots and not humans. Number 4. 3D printed houses. 3D printed houses are a glimpse into the future of construction, and they're happening right now. 3D printing homes will involve creating parts offsite and constructing the building on another occasion. It was pioneered by Apis Core, and they recently proved that they can 3D print walls out of concrete in a relatively short space of time. The printer, which is similar in look to a small-scale crane, sets layers of concrete mixtures. 3D printed homes could be a great solution for quickly covering the housing needs of people who have been affected by physical disasters such as tsunamis, hurricanes, and earthquakes, or for those in poverty. Many feel that 3D printers as a whole are the future of making things in our world, and these houses are the next link in the chain of that happening. Number 3. Smart roads. Also known as smart highways, smart roads are the future of transport and involve using sensors and IoT technology to make driving safer and greener. They give drivers real-time information regarding traffic information, congestion and parking availability, for example, and weather conditions. This innovative technology can generate electricity, charge electric vehicles on the move, and as well as for streetlights. This is meant to go hand in hand with various smart cars that are going to be filling the roads over the next decade. And in the sci-fi show Eureka, one episode featured these smart cars working in conjunction with the road in order to drive themselves without user input outside of programming the destination. Number 2. Bamboo cities. Bamboo cities are made from innovative modular bamboo structures that interlock. It's a form of sustainable construction and a renewable resource that is stronger than steel and more resilient than concrete. The purpose is to hold a new community in the trees, and as the number of inhabitants increases, the structure will extend to accommodate this. As the structure extends to accommodate the number of people, it grows in strength. Modular structures are incredibly scalable and can grow in any direction, making it perfect for a city in the trees. Another added bonus, they can resist earthquake tremors due to the bamboo's high flexibility. Bamboo is used all over the world and is grown in more places than you think, making these kinds of cities very plausible in the future. And they too could help lessen the need for making materials that take much longer to make, like steel. Number 1. Vertical cities. Vertical cities may soon become a reality as the world population grows, and land increasingly becomes scarce. They are Tetris-like buildings of towers for thousands of people to inhabit. Supporting a blooming population, vertical cities are a space-saving solution to preserve land for food, nature, and production. Of course, the problem with these is that the higher they go, the more dangerous they can be, as well as having to deal with higher altitude problems and potentially pollution increases depending on what the world is like at the time. Still, it's really looking like this could be our future, and people are well and truly thinking about whether this could work and maybe even building them sooner than you might expect. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the construction technologies that have been developed and are being implemented in our world right now? Are you amazed by the incredible tactics and skills that are being put to use to ensure this continued building of the world? Which of these items shown do you find the most impressive or useful? What new technologies do you think will be revealed to us within the next few years? Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.